Hello Olympiad aspirants. Welcome back to the YouTube channel of F2S Olympiads classes. Here I will help you in Olympiad preparation as well as you are going to get the updates and detailed knowledge of various Olympiad exams. We are going to start an Olympiad preparatory series for grade 5 to 7 for mathematics. We start with the preparation of Silver Zone Mathematics Olympiad, where I will teach you to solve the comprehensive book of Silver Zone. In this book, every chapter contains 40 questions, which I have divided in three-part videos of 14, 14, and 12. You will get two videos every week for your respective class. To get the updates of these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Now let's start with the worksheet questions. Question number 1. Which one among the following statement is not true? Okay, so option A is minus 16 divided by 4 divided by minus 8 equal to what? So let's check it. Minus 16 divided by 4 divided by minus 8. It will be minus 1 by 2. And minus 16 multiply 2 by 1. So minus 2 by 1 minus minus plus 32. So yes, option A is correct. Option A is true. Option 2. Minus 75 divided by 15 is not equal to 15 divided by minus 75. True. It is not equal. Okay. Minus 6 lies between minus 13 and minus 7. Let's check it with the number line. With the number line, if it is 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus, I'm just making the number line first. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6 and minus 7. Then minus 8, minus 9, minus 10, minus 11, minus 12, minus 13. No, 7 is here and 13 is 7 and 13. 6 is coming in the right of the minus 7. So this is wrong. Minus 6 does not lie between minus 13 and minus 7. Option C is the correct answer. First answer is C. Come to the question number 2. An operator, this is, we can call it operator or triangle, you can say, is an operation such that for integer m and m we get this. Then find minus 4 operator 5. Minus 4 operator 5 and here it is m operator n. So it means m equal to minus 4, n equal to 5. So where there is written m, you have to write minus 4. So operation is minus 4 multiply minus 4 multiply minus 4. Okay, plus n multiply n multiply n. 5 multiply 5 multiply 5 minus 3 multiply m multiply n. So 3 multiply minus 4 multiply 5. Okay. Now 4 4s are 16, 4s are minus 64 plus 5 5s are 25 plus multiply 5 1 2 5 and here minus and plus minus minus plus it is. So 4 3s are 12, 12 5s are 16. We will just decide the positive integers. This is positive, this is negative, and this is negative. This is positive, positive. So we will add positive with the positive integers first. So plus it will be your 185 and 185 minus 64. It should be 5 minus 4 1, 8 minus 6 2 and 1. 121. Where it is? It is in the option number B. So second answer will be B. Second is B. Question number 3. The next number in the pattern this is. What will be the next number? So first we have to check the rule for this pattern. What is the rule? Let's check it by subtracting. Second term minus 21 minus 34. So how much it is? Minus 21 plus 34. It means it is 13. Okay. Check the third term and the second term. Minus 8 minus 21. So it is 21 minus 8 plus 21, that is your again 30. It means next number is coming after adding 13 because minus 8 plus 13 equal to 5. So next pattern will be 5 plus 13, that is your 18. That is option B. The third answer is option B. Question number 4. Which of the following does not represent an integer? So 0 divided by minus 4 equal to 0 and 0 is the integer. Minus 35 divided by 15, that is your minus 7 upon 3. This is your 20 minus 3 and here it is 7 1 the 7, 7 3 the 7, 7 3 7 1 the 7 and 7 5 are 15. 15 it is. Okay. So minus 7 by 3, it is a fractional number and fractional number cannot be an integer. So option B cannot represent an integer. Fourth answer is B. Okay. Question 5. If m plus 1 and n minus 1 are integer, then which of the following may not be an integer? M plus 1, m minus n minus 1. M plus n can be integer because the addition follows the closure property in integer. Subtraction also follows the closure property. But division does not follow the closure property in the integer. What is closure property? Closure property means when we add two integers, the answer will be integer only. But when we divide two integers, there may be rational number. So fifth answer will be C. Next, sixth. Which one among the following is not a correct statement? Not a correct statement. The multiplicative inverse of 0 does not exist. It is does not exist. It is correct. It cannot exist. Okay. The product of a proper and improper fraction is always less than the improper fraction. Proper and improper. So less than the improper, yes, that will be reduced. Correct statement. All the rational numbers cannot be represented on the number line. No, it can be represented on the number line. So this is the wrong one. Option C is not correct. The sixth answer will be C. Seventh. The LCM and HCF of two numbers are 196 and 20 respectively. How many such pairs of the number can be possible? So 196, LCM is 196, HCF is 20. Is it possible? Actually, the LCM must be completely divisible by HCF. LCM is completely divisible by HCF. But here 196 is not completely divisible by 20. So that's why we can say 0 pair can be possible. Seventh answer will be option A. Okay. Question number 8. Find the greatest 4-digit number which when divided by 20, 30, 35 and 45 leaves remainder 12 in each case. Okay. So what is the number which can be divided by these given set of numbers? So that will be the LCM of these numbers. To first find the LCM of these numbers. 20, 30, 35 and 45. LCM, we can take 5 as the common factor. 5 fours are 20, 5 six are 30, 5 sevens are 35, 5 nines are, then we can take 3, 4, 3 twos are 7, 3 threes are. Now we can take 2, 2 twos are, 2 ones are, 7 and 3. Now I think all are the code line numbers. LCM will be 5 multiply 3 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 7 multiply 3. So this is the LCM. Multiply it in your notebook. 5 multiply 3 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 7 multiply 3. So it is 1260. 1260 is the number which can be divided by all these set of the number. Now the greatest four digit number. Greatest four digit number is 9999. How can we find that number which after dividing these numbers leaves the remainder 12 in each case? In this question, first we will find the LCM of these numbers and then we will divide the greatest four digit number with the LCM 1260 and the remainder you found, just subtract it from the greatest four digit number. So let's first find the quotient of this number. I think I should take 1260. 1260 multiply by 7 equal to 8820. 7 times 8820. 9711. Okay, which number is completely divisible by this? The greatest four digit number which is completely divisible by these numbers, that will be the difference of greatest four digit number and 1179, because this is the extra number, remainder is the extra number. So 9 minus 9 0, 9 minus 7 2, 9 minus 1 8 8. So four digit number is 8820. That is completely divisible by the given set of number. But we don't want to divide it completely. We want 12 as the remainder. So to get the 12 as the remainder, add 12 here so that you can get the remainder. 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 8, 8. Okay? So where it is? Question number 8832. It is in the option number C. 8th answer will be C. Okay? Come to the question number 9. The product of two proper fraction is, two proper fraction will be always less than 1. Okay, not less than 1, no. Less than each of the two fraction, yes, it is also possible. More than 1 can't be possible. More than each of the two fraction can't be possible. It will be less than the two fractions or it will be less than the 1. Okay, 9th answer will be option B. Question number 10. If we multiply a fraction by its reciprocal and add the product of its additive inverse, we get this. Find the original fraction. Suppose that original fraction is P by Q. This fraction is multiplied by the reciprocal of it. Reciprocal means numerator and denominator will exchange its position. So Q upon P. Add with its additive inverse. So additive inverse means minus of that fraction. So it means minus P by Q. After that, we are getting the answer 2 1 by 11. What should be the answer? So here you can check P by Q multiply Q by P equal to 1 and then plus minus minus P by Q equal to 2 1 by 11. This implies that P by Q equal to 1 by 11 minus 1, that is your 1 by 11. But here is the minus sign. Minus sign, so minus P by Q, it means P by Q equal to minus 1 by 11. That is option B, not the C. Okay, so 10th answer will be B. Come to the 11th. The smallest possible decimal up to 4 decimal places is smallest possible decimal. If we talk about 0.1000, then the zero after the zero written in the right side after the decimal number does not have any value. Uh, Here it is not 4 decimal numbers. Here it is only 1 decimal number, that is 0.1. But here the zero written before the non-zeros number in the left side of the decimal number, that will be counted as the decimal places. So option B has the 4 decimal places because 0 is written in the left side of the decimal number. So the answer will be option B. Okay. Come to the question number 12. The HCF and LCM of two numbers are 140 and 2 lakh 29,400. If one of the following number is this, then find the other number. So we know that the product of two numbers equal to LCM multiply HCF. It means first number multiply by second number. Second number is given here. 840 equal to 140 multiply by 29,400. So first number equal to 140 multiply by 29,400 divided by 840. Okay, if you multiply 140 multiply 29,400, you will get 41 lakh 16,000, and you divide with 840 hit, then you will get 4900. Option number D it is. 12th answer is option D. Come to the 13th. The greatest number which can divide 251 and 284 by leaving remainder 13 and 12. The greatest number which can divide this and this, leaving remainder 13. What will be the greatest number? That greatest number will be the HCF. Okay? So how much remainder should be left here? 13. So in the 251 minus 13, first remove the remainder. That is your 11 minus 3, 8, 4 minus 1, 3, 2, 38 it is. Okay, and 284 minus 12 will be your 272. Now find the HCF of these two numbers. So how can we find the HCF? By using the long division method. Okay, so 272 divide by 238. In the long division method, we take the bigger number as the dividend and the smaller number as the divisor. It ones are 2, 3, 8, 12 minus 8, 4, 6 minus 3, 3, 2 minus 2, 0, 34 divided by 2, 3, 8. So we can get in 7 times, I think. Yes, so 7, 4s are 28, carry 2, 7, 3s are 21, 21, 22, 23, 23. 34 is the HCF of this two number. This two number HCF is 34 and 13th answer will be C, because we have already subtracted the remainder. So if you divide the number 251 and 284 with 34, you can get the remainder 13 and 12. 13th answer is option C. The descending order of this is we can compare, we can add, or we can subtract the fraction only when it is the like fraction. Okay, but these fractions are not like. First step is to make the fraction like with the denominator as the LCM of these numbers. LCM of 13, 11, 17, 7 and 5 is actually you can see all the numbers are co-prime numbers. There is not any common factor. The LCM will be the product of this number. 13 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 17 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 5. That is your 85,085. 85,085. Okay. Now 11 by 13 having denominator 85,085. So 13 multiply what equal to 13 multiply what equal to you got 85,085. This is 6,545. 6,545 it is. How can you find? By multiplying, you can find the LCM, and by dividing it with 13, you can find 6,545. 11 will be also multiplied with the 6,545. Then you will get the product 71,995. 71,995 multiplied by 6,545. Okay, next is 10 by 11 equal to 85085. How can we find out? So just take 85085 and divide it with 11. You will get 7735, and 7735 multiplied by 10. So 77350 it is. Now next is your 12 by 17. You have to make its denominator also as the 85085. So if you divide 85085 with 17, you will get 5005. Okay, and this 5005 will be multiplied with 12 to make the fraction equivalent. Then you will get 60,060. 60,060. Okay, now next number is R, 3 by 7. I am writing here 3 by 7. Its denominator should be 85085. When you divide 85085 with 7, you will get 12,155, and multiply it with 3, so you will get 36,465. 36,465. Okay, now the last one is 4 upon 5. The denominator should be 85085. Divide 85085 with 5. You will get the quotient as 17,000. 17 multiply it with 4. So you will get 68,068. You will get 68,068. Okay. Now check which numerator is bigger. Here it is 71,000. Here it is 77,000. I think this one is bigger. So first we will write 10 by 11. Now there is 71,000. This one is bigger. Then it will be greater than 11 by 13. Then 68,000. 4 by 5. So it is greater than 4 by 5. And then this one is greater. So 12 by 17. Then 36, 4, 65, 3 by 7. 10 by 11, 11 by 13, 4 by 5, 12 by 17, 3 by 7. This is in the option number C. The 14th answer is option C. Okay. Hope you understood all the answers explained here. If so, please write yes in the comment section. I have provided the link of PDF note of this worksheet in the description box. You can download it from there. And if you want to practice more such questions, you can download our app from the Play Store and can buy the test series of your respective class. Thanks for watching.